How you doing? Should Mr. Sinister be illegal for Alliance War? Question mark. So when it comes to this war, he was whitelisted, so you can't ban Mr. Sinister for this season. And I could tell you, this guy, he defies all logic when it comes to the game. Okay, it like some fights just felt disgusting. I mean, not only he could take on so many fights, like he does it with ease. Like all you really pretty much have to do is just parry, hold your heavy attack, and throw your special one. That's it. He doesn't even have to learn how to parry. You can just hold your heavy attack and throw your special one. Okay, I'm gonna show you if he can take on stun immune fights as well. Contrary to what people believe, I know somebody mentioned, "Oh, you cannot take on stun immune fights or auto block." No, that's not true at all. Who knows, because he probably learned that from Vegas, saying that uh, stun immune fights can shut down Mr. Sinister, which is not true. So we're gonna take a look at some stun immune fights as well. So this guy, he just defies logic. Like, it's just crazy. So when it comes to FTL Cosmic, as you can see, he took on 10 fights in Alliance War, and this is just one war. This is one war, okay? How many times do you see somebody from your, that takes on 10 fights in Alliance War? That seems to me that's rare occasion, right? But to do it with one champion, not just take on 10 fights, to sell 10 fights in Alliance War, in one war, by the way, not one season, I'm talking about one war, okay? That is, I've never seen that, which is what Mr. Sinister can do. He does have a 7-star rank 5, and he just constantly would say like, yeah, like it felt like it's funny because for this video he has, when it comes to FTL Cosmic, he was talking about like he was able to take on 10 fights, and he felt like I didn't really have to think. I was just kind of like, making a lot of mistakes, getting hit, and still finishing fights in like 60 seconds, which is crazy. And keep in mind, yeah, he is using a 7-star rank 5, but he is in tier 1 war, okay? He is like in the highest war possible, okay? So you're gonna take a look at some fights. So look at this. This is a Jean Grey boss, right, with 1.6 million health and over 33,000 attack, okay? Look at this. Finish with 100% health in 56 seconds, okay? See, some people say Jean Grey is broken, right? Like, oh, he's such a broken champion. He's such a broken defender. Okay, look at this. 100% health, 56 seconds. He just makes, like, this is why you can argue that this guy is broken. Like, I mean, real broken. Not like some fake broken champions, but some Kabam YouTubers will call other people like that. But he just defies logic. I don't think Kabam's intention to make Mr. Sinister the best option for Jean Grey, but he is in Alliance War at least. Okay, it's just insane. Okay, look at this. This champion. So many people call this champion broken when it comes to Nikora Munaru, right? Oh, she's broken. Oh, blah, blah. She needs a nerf. Blah blah blah. She's a tough defender. Okay, look. 28 seconds. Like, what the heck? Okay, over 775,000 health in 28 seconds. And you can see when it comes to Mr. Sinister, he has recoil on, and he took on some shock damage, and he finished with 96% health. So one thing about Mr. Sinister is like he's like what makes him great for Alliance War is there's a lot of nodes with when it comes to hazard ship, which is a problem for most champions. But Mr. Sinister, it doesn't really affect him much. He might lose a little bit of health, but because of willpower, he just regenerates most of it back. Not only that, all the damaging effects that apply to him, he can turn it back against his opponent if they're not robots. So he just inflicts more damage to the opponent. So it's just insane what Mr. Sinister can do in Alliance War. Okay. So when it comes to this fight right here against Spider Woman, I know somebody mentioned this on my channel. Oh, Mr. Sinister, he cannot take on Spider Woman on this node 42 node. As you can see here, she's pretty much unblockable in the entire fight. Da 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 da, because blah blah blah. And this champion got nerfed because Kabam thought she was broken, right? Like, oh, this champion is broken. Like, he need to be nerfed. Look at this, 41 seconds. Okay, not that fast, but still, uh, still got the solo, 66% health. He did obviously took some power sting and recoil damage, and he got hit 12 times. Okay, and finished with 66% health. Like still a solo. Okay, a rank 5, by the way, rank 5 Spider Women. Okay, what about this one? Have you ever seen somebody have this much health in Alliance War? Almost 2.5 million health and over 37,000 attack. A rank 5 7-star Sasquatch double ascended. Okay, that is insane. Look at the PI. This is obviously a boss, Sasquatch boss. And you know, when it comes to Sasquatch, he also regens, right? So, solo, we got the solo, definitely not clean fight, as you could see. And, you know, he got hit 12 times, but still, a solo is the solo. Definitely, is he the best option for this fight? Probably not, but he could still do it. You know, even without a perfect fight, he was able to solo this Sasquatch with almost 2.5 million health and over 37,000 attack, which is crazy. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen a champion dominate MCOC in any game mode other than Angela in Incursion. Okay, this is probably the most dominant champion I've ever seen in any game mode except Incursion for Angela. It is just insane how dominant this guy is in Alliance War. Like you can make a case, and I'm gonna show you um, right here that even if 7-star rank 4 Mr. Sinister is better in attack than any champion that is rank 5 ascended. Okay, you can make a case of that. Okay, and most of the fights I'm going to show you is coming from a 7-star rank 4. Okay, this is the champion that people call quotation mark broken, right? $1,000 champion Phoenix. Like, okay, well, look at Dark Phoenix, this guy from the shop rocking. Look, solo 39 seconds, not that like the fastest time, but keep in mind he does have zero charges. One reason why, because he has zero charges. And not only that, but look, he finished with 95% health against a champion that inflicts damaging effects, uh, unavoidable damaging effects, and still finish with 95% health with recoil. It is insane. Okay, he just defies logic. I don't think he is the best option for Phoenix, or Dark Phoenix, but he's arguably could be one of the best option, which I don't think Kabam was intended for Mr. Sinister to be. Okay, look at this person right here. So he finished Alliance War with 69 wins and 0 losses. And for his last video, he said he ended up getting hit for every fight and still solo every fight. Okay, he did use it with other champions too. I don't remember who it was, but most of the fights he used Mr. Sinister, and he was able to beat all of them with while getting hit because of his stankiness, you know. And let me just show you for this one against Rhino. I guess Rhino could be a tough defender. I think this is a rank 5 7-star Rhino. It's because you can see here he has a I don't know if it's the node. I'm pretty sure when it comes to the Rhino buff, he's a more of a defender. He inflicts a lot of debuffs on you. So Mr. Sinister, let me just show you when it comes to his abilities. And you can see all these debuffs on me, especially when it comes to Petrify. That is supposed to reduce your regeneration rate. But when it comes to Mr. Sinister, he's pretty much immune to Petrify. And if your opponent has this Despair, which most people have at least 1 point in that plays Alliance War, it's gonna pretty much reduce your regen to like 0. So you know, if you're running Liquid Courage and you're not immune to poison, then you're pretty much losing the entire health, the entire fight. So if you're really valuable when it comes to Despair, but when it comes, if you're doing Alliance War, but when it comes to Sinister, he's pretty much immune to those abilities, Despair, and in this case Petrify. So you can make an argument he's like one of the best counters for science champions, especially when it comes to Alliance War, because he's just immune to Despair. Let me just show you what I mean. So I'm not gonna go through the entire abilities, probably not, but let me just talk about he does have a lot of utilities, but let's talk about the most important part. I think really why he's just like Kabam just decided, you know what, we cannot fix his science regen when it comes to Mr. Sinister, and it has not worked for over 2 years now. So, but let's talk about the very important part, especially if you're talking about like PvP, like Alliance War, where most of your opponents is going to be running Despair. Mr. Sinister regeneration rate cannot be reduced. That is such a powerful ability to have. Not only that, his when it comes to his health pool, it's like not the highest in the game, but it's like above average. Like, when it comes to his health pool. So he's just constantly healing from willpower. His regeneration rate cannot be reduced, and and when it comes to certain game fights or nodes in Alliance War, there's a lot of debuffs that apply to you, which we're going to show you, which is only willpower to Mr. Sinister, which some champions are pretty much shut down from healing if you have despair, because there's so many debuffs applied to you. As you can see here, as I just mentioned earlier, he really doesn't get affected from Petrify and Despair because he's immune to it, and it's just free willpower, as you can see. He got hit 32 times and finished with 70% health, and took 30% from recoil. So most of his damage, the health that he lost, was from recoil. Okay, he could have finished close to 100% health if without recoil. Okay, and he got hit 32 times with a rank 5 with an attack with over 26,000. Okay, this is arguably why he's the best champion against Science champion that have a lot of debuffs when it comes to Alliance War, because he's immune to despair. So again, here another one. He's punching up against Ruby Thursday, and I've heard people say that she's a tough defender. You need to have an undermine or something like that. Like Mr. Sinister, as a rank 4 7-star, by the way, taking on punching up against an ascended Ruby Thursday. Okay, class disadvantage. Okay, and something else to say. You could see he only has one charge, by the way, and got the solo. Not the clean fight. As you can see, he got hit 8 times, but he's still a solo. Okay. So what else? And this champion, this champion right here, when it comes to Onslaught, he's supposed to be the best mutant champion in the game. At least some people would say, right? Look, and he's supposed to be this tough defender. Oh, this champion is broken. As you can see, this is a 7-star rank 4 punching up against a 7-star rank 5 Onslaught. Okay, got the solo. Was it perfect? No, he got hit 14 times and still got the solo. All right, that is just crazy. Okay, he just defies logic when it comes to Mr. Sinister. All right, punching up, still got the solo. What the heck? Why not use a 6-star? Okay, look at this. This is a 6-star versus a 7-star rank 5 Jean Grey, who some people say is a broken champion, broken defender, quotation mark, right? Look at this right here. He started with 51% health and finished with 100% health against Jean Grey. Okay, a 7-star rank 5 Jean Grey. What else can you ask for Mr. Sinister? It is just crazy. So I'm pretty sure Evo has what do you call this? An auto block mechanic, right? And it also has immune reverse control mechanic. But Mr. Sinister is immune to reverse control, and he could be arguably one of the best counters for Evo. I think Evo is probably one of the easiest fight for Mr. Sinister. And you can see that 3 fishes. It looks like a fish to me. It has that 3 debuffs on him, and he applies 10 debuffs as well on the bottom. So your opponent has despair. You're pretty much almost canceling out the regen. Okay, but Mr. Sinister, you can't see it because he's 100% health. He regens from all the debuffs, the non-damaging debuffs on him. Not all the not to be more correct, not all the damaging debuffs, but all the unique damaging debuffs, each one. Okay, so he just regens it, and that's why you could see he's almost at 100. He's 100% health, about to solo this boss. As you can see by the PI, it's a boss high Evo. All right, and this is, you could tell by the PI, this is also a 7-star rank 4. Right, it's crazy. Okay, as you could see here, you got the solo. All right, almost 100% health hit. He got hit once in the end. And look at this, another high Evo fight. Node 46. I heard Karate Mike, this fight is supposed to be hard if you against high evil, blah blah blah. Look at this. No synergies. Rank 4 7-star Mr. Sinister versus a rank 5 7-star Ascended High Evolutionary. Okay, got the solo with 70% health, with getting hit 8 times. Like he could, he's probably the best option against High Evo and Jean Grey, and this is without class advantage. That is just he defies logic in this game. Okay, what about this champion punching up against Nico Munru, who some champions, oh, she deserves to get nerfed, blah blah blah. Punching up, 7-star rank 5, okay, punching up here, got the solo in 47 seconds, and finished with 97% health, getting hit twice with recoil also. Okay, that is just crazy. Okay, another high evolutionary fight, punching up, going up against the 7-star rank 5, high Evo ascended. Okay, as you can see here, solo. Okay, while getting hit 6 times and finish with 100% health. That is crazy. Okay, against Sting, punching up against Sting, solo while getting hit 10 times, okay, and finishing with 64% health with recoil. So it just defies logic when it comes to Mr. Sinister. It's just crazy. So I have about 50 fights when it comes to Quant TM. So I've been following this YouTuber. I think he's a very skilled player. Not to take away, what do you call this? As you can see, I'm about to show you about 50 fights just from him alone, and I could show you way more fights than this. I think he probably soloed close to 100 fights with Mr. Sinister just this season of War with a 7-star rank 4. So I think total when it comes to how many fights I'm about to show you, it's around 6-7 fights. Like I said, I could show you a lot more fights with Mr. Sinister, but this video could be over an hour for sure. Okay, I'm just showing you some fights because some fights is just the same defender, maybe just different nodes, but I didn't want to show you like the same fights over and over and over that he can do. Okay, Abomination, right? This guy inflicts poison on you, so a lot of times he's just not a good option for most champions because he inflicts unavoidable damage if you're not immune to poison. Mr. Sinister, as you could see, he's using a 7-star rank 4 versus a ascended 7-star rank 5 Abomination. Look at this. He finished practically, what, 100% health? And as you can see, all this debuff on Mr. Sinister. You got the Petrify and the Poison, which is supposed to reduce your regen. Doesn't really affect him that much, and I think, what is this, the Hazard ship maybe, and still managed to finish 100% with recoil. Okay, finished with 99% health in 37 seconds. Look at that, 771 health with a 7-star rank 4 in 37 seconds. How about Bullseye? Okay, Bullseye, when it comes to Mr. Sinister, it's just an easy fight, but some people use this say that this champion is broken, he's a hard defender, blah blah blah. Mr. Sinister does not care, and people say, oh, he cannot do stun immune. And personally, I don't understand why they put Bullseye in a stun immune match. If you know, let me know. It's just like this is a free win for Mr. Sinister. Like, you could practically almost auto fight this with Mr. Sinister because it's just such an easy fight. I would think he would put somebody better here option, because it's stun immune. Maybe that will slow down Mr. Sinister. As you can see, he has 10 debuffs on him with that 10 fishes, which is supposed to pretty much stop your healing. But when it comes to Mr. Sinister, that's just free willpower right there. Okay, and look at that, finishing with 92% health in 21 seconds. Wow, over 700,000 health against using a 7-star rank 4 in 21 seconds. Stunning immune, by the way. Keep that in mind, okay? For the people saying that Mr. Sinister cannot do stun immune fights. There you go, okay? Don't worry, there'll be more. How about this Imperiosa? I've seen her. This is supposed to be a 4 out of 5 defender, so he's supposed to be a tough defender. Okay, let's see if he can solo this fight. Yeah, 30 seconds. How long? What was 740,000 health in 30 seconds with a 7-star rank 4? How about this Nikomuru punching up again against Nikomuru? Just not even max boosted. Look at that. He just got one boost on. I don't even know what kind of boost. And you could probably a 15% attack boost. Okay. Solo in 49 seconds. Okay. What about Arcade with class advantage? Still solo. What about Heimdall, who could be annoying defender? Okay. Can Mr. Sinister take on Heimdall? Yes. Solo that fight. What about Count Freya? I've seen a lot of people put him on defense. I personally don't know why. Can Mr. Sinister solo this? Yep, no problem. What about this champion? Okay, He's punching up against a double ascended Maestro right here, who some people say that is a tough defender. Oh, he's so tough. Can Mr. Sinister follow it? Yep, 97% health. Okay. What about this Enchantress? Another tough defender. Okay. Can Mr. Sinister follow it? Yep, easy fight. 45. Heck, 97% health, by the way. Okay. What about Heimdall? Again, can Heimdall? Yep, 25 seconds. 536 health in 25 seconds. Okay. What about Kindred? Oh no, Kindred. This champion is tough. As you could see, Mr. Sinister is punching up. You know, ascended rank 5. Okay. Almost 2 levels up. Okay. Can Mr. Sinister solo Kindred? 23 seconds. Almost 600,000 health in 23 seconds. Okay. With a 7-star rank 4. What about Nova? Is he punching up against an ascended Nova? Can he solo it? Yes. 21 seconds. 547,000 health. Lumitrix, I don't think he's a tough defender. Maybe you think he is. I don't know. See, this is the thing about Mr. Sinister. Sometimes you question, is this defender tough? I just hit like every defender that I've showed you. He made it look easy, right? This is supposed to be like solo, okay? Easy fight. Punisher, supposed to be a tough defender, okay? Solo, definitely not a clean fight, but still a solo. High Evo, like I said, he's supposed to be. This is a boss, by the way, rank 5 ascended boss, high evolutionary. This champion is supposed to be a tough fight, right? And then it make you question yourself: is this champion supposed to be solo? Okay, and this is a 7-star rank 4, by the way. So, as you could saw, I showed you earlier, Mr. FTL Cosmic took on 10 fights with a 7-star rank 5. This is a 7-star rank 4, taking on 9 fights, soloing all of them with Mr. Sinister. All right. How about Captain Britain? Is he supposed to be tough? As you can see, going up against a 7-star rank 5, solo. Okay. What about Mojo? Is he supposed to be a tough defender? Ascended Mojo, solo. Okay. 25 seconds. Wow. 645,000 health. Caroline Dean, I don't think she's a tough defender. Let me know if she is. I don't think so. Solo. Okay. What about Magic? I don't think she's a tough defender. Solo. Okay. Gentle, punching up, as you can see, rank 5 gentle, solo. 22 seconds. Wow. 782,000 health in 22 seconds. That's crazy. Okay. Abomination ascended, as we can see, solo. Baron Simo, rank 5, punching up, solo. What is High Evo again? High evolutionary boss, rank 5. It's punching up, solo. Okay. Maestro, double ascended. Okay. No apocalypse synergy, by the way. And this guy is supposed to be tough defender, right? Solo. It makes you guess, like re-guess, like is that champion supposed to be tough? Really? And then you talk about Cassandra Nova. She is a tough defender. I personally don't think so. Solo. Okay. How about Rintra? He's a tough defender. I don't think so. Still solo. Hulkling, solo. 19 seconds. Wow. 121,000. 19 seconds. Okay. When it comes to MODOK, is he a tough defender? I don't know. Solo. Nova. Ascended Nova. Solo. Okay. Bullseye. Solo. Maestro again. 874,000 health this time. Double ascended, rank 5. So you're practically punching up 2 levels. Okay. And then you kind of question, this is supposed to be a tough fight, right? Not really. I mean, got 31-second fight with over 874,000 health in 31 seconds. That doesn't seem that hard to me. And then look at Sobar, class disadvantage. Okay. Solo. Another Nikumunuru. This is supposed to be a broken champion. Rank 5. Punching up. Solo. 31 seconds. Wow. 975,000 health. This champion is supposed to be this broken defender, question mark. Solo with a 7-star rank 4 against a 7-star rank 5 in 31 seconds. That is insane. How about Down Steadless? Okay, this champion is supposed to be this broken champion. Okay, punching up. 7-star rank 5. No apocalypse synergy. Solo. Okay. Nick Fury. Okay. Solo. Lumitrix. Punching up. Solo. This is without apocalypse synergy as well. So look at this. High Evo. We already seen it. He can do it solo. No. Is he a tough defender? I don't think so. Let me know if you disagree. No Apocalypse Synergy either. Solo. Okay. So the thing about what makes Mr. Sinister arguably one of the best champions for No, because he applies a lot of debuffs on you. With Despair, you're pretty much shut down on the healing. But when it comes to Mr. Sinister, he's pretty much immune to Despair. So you're pretty much going to like just extra willpower. Okay, as you can see, you got the solo right here. What else? Gentle, solo. What else? Evil fight. She's supposed to be a tough defender, right? As you can see, he's punching up against Yelena, right? No Apocalypse Synergy. What else? What am I supposed to show you? Oh yeah, this is Note 42 where she's pretty much unblockable the entire fight. Okay, solo. Okay, with 93% health, okay, while taking 8 hits. 93% health. That is crazy. Okay, how about Vision? Okay, solo. Okay, Ascended Vision too, without Apocalypse Synergy. What else? Man Thing. Ascended Man Thing. She's supposed to be tough. I don't know. Solo. Spider Woman. Look at this. You're seeing it without Apocalypse Synergy this time. 25 seconds. Wow. That's kind of pretty fast without Apocalypse Synergy as well. Arcade. Class disadvantage. You would never think, oh yeah, I should use Mr. Sinister against Arcade because he has class disadvantage. Alright? As you can see, he's also punching up against a rank 5 ascended Arcade. It's over 700,000 health. Solo, okay, with 87% health. Okay, what about this? Madeline Pryor, rank 5 ascended Madeline Pryor. She's supposed to be the defender. I don't even know. Without Apocalypse Synergy as well. Okay, solo, alright, while taking 5 hits. Okay, what about Bullseye? You already know that's an easy fight for Mr. Sinister. Solo. Surfing, this guy's supposed to be broken, blah blah blah. He needs to get nerfed, blah blah yada yada yada. Look at this, he's punching up against a 7-star rank 5. Let's see, solo, okay. Got hit 12 times and he still managed to solo it. So, Jean Grey punching up, solo, okay. Solvark punching up, cast disadvantage, solo, okay. What about Dark Phoenix? Oh yeah, so this is it. This is why I can make a case that he is borderline broken but not broken. Okay, there's many. So basically, he lost this fight. Yeah, as you could see, still managed to almost solo it. Okay, so basically right here, it pretty much took able to ban Apocalypse and Despair, as well as punching up. So 3 things. Okay, and still almost got the solo. Punching up without Miss Apocalypse Synergy, and obviously not Despair, but Inequity. So 3 things for Mr. Sinister to lose against $1,000 champion, right? Who some people say called broken. It took 3 things. Inequity. What else? Inequity, banning without Apocalypse Synergy, and punching up. Okay, see, this is why I think he's kind of like borderline broken, why he's not illegal, because if you want to slow down Mr. Sinister, you can pretty much ban Apocalypse, or you can what else, or you can run Inequity. Like, without be able to ban Apocalypse Synergy, I think he would be broken. Without Inequity, I think he would be broken as well. Also, without being able to ban him for War, like, he's gonna be pretty much perma ban in War from now on until he's whitelisted again. So I think that's why he's not broken. If you could use Mr. Sinister for every War, like you couldn't ban him, then I would think that's broken, and I don't think that would be fun when you see Alliance War in YouTube, because everybody's pretty much like, I want to win. I don't care about it's fun or not, or it's boring. I just want to win, and they're just gonna use Mr. Sinister. So yeah, that's why I think he's borderline broken, but not broken, which I don't think why he should not be illegal in Alliance War. But he pretty is as close as it gets, I would say. Thank you.